Hello students, this is planning lecture 8. This is important for Cambridge IGCSE and Cambridge O level chemistry practical exam and alternative practical exam. Planning lecture 8. The solubility of solid sodium sulfate in water changes as the temperature of the water changes. Solubility varies with temperature. Plan an experiment to find out how the solubility of sodium sulfate in water changes with temperature. How solubility of sodium sulfate in water varies with temperature. You are provided with sodium sulfate, distilled water and common laboratory apparatus. Let's move. At first, a known volume of water is taken in a beaker. A known volume of water is taken in a beaker. Then a known mass of sodium sulfate in excess is added into the beaker and stirred and mixed. At first, a known volume of water is taken into a beaker, then a known mass of sodium sulfate in excess is added into the beaker and stirred or mixed. Then the mixture is filtered, the residue is dried and weighed. The residue is dried and the mass of residue is taken. The experiment is repeated at other temperatures. This is the procedure, planning procedure. At first, a known volume of water is taken in a beaker. Known volume means 50 centimeter cube or 100 centimeter cube is taken in a beaker. Then a known mass of sodium sulfate 5 gram, a little bit in excess, is added into the beaker and stirred. Then as excess sodium sulfate is taken, so some sodium sulfate will remain undissolved, not dissolved. Then the mixture is filtered, the residue means undissolved sodium sulfate is dried and the mass is given. Then this experiment is repeated at higher temperatures. This experiment is repeated at different temperatures. Different temperature means as 25 degrees centigrade, 35 degrees centigrade, 45 degrees centigrade. This experiment is repeated. At first, you will take a beaker, then 50 centimeter cube a known volume of water is taken. After that, a known mass of sodium sulfate A known mass of sodium sulfate in excess is added into the beaker and stirred and mixed, or you can write and mixed. Then the mixture is filtered, the solid or the residue is dried and weighed, and the residue mass is taken. This experiment is repeated at other temperatures. Then you can find out the solubility of sodium sulfate in water. Thank you, dear students.